Today on The Finish, the Usos and CM Punk come to blows. What could happen as we inch closer to WrestleMania?
Plus, the Judgment Day implodes as Dirty Dom leads a brutal assault on Finn Balor. Could a demon be lurking for revenge?
And it's award season time, and we're looking back at the absolute best of 2025 in the Finisher Awards. All of that and so much more today on The Finish. Welcome back to The Finish. I'm Corey Smith.
And I'm Tor Smith.
Tor, we got a lot to get into today. First off, the finishers, we got that.
That's right.
Before we get there, we got a lot to get through this week because it has happened. Time has come. Finn Balor is no longer with the Judgment Day. This week on Monday Night Raw, Dirty Dom, like you said earlier, led the assault on Finn Balor after, he cost him the Intercontinental title the previous week on Raw. And Finn Balor's one of his best friends, JD McDonough, also getting in on the beatdown. What did you think about this?
I know we have been forecasting this portrayal for some time now. It didn't stop me from still being shocked that they actually pulled the trigger on this. It felt kind of sudden how they went about in making this happen. But as the video photos show, Finn Balor is no longer a member of Judgment Day. And Dirty Dom can blame Finn Balor on making him lose the championship. At the end of the day, Dirty Dom is his own fighting champion. I think I'm more so surprised by how quickly JD McDonough turned on Finn Balor.
That was pretty quick.
It was pretty quick. I was expecting some, hesitancy, maybe the next week, a turn there. But no, he joined the melee assault on Finn Balor. So, this is crazy, man. Yep. We have just repaved the road to WrestleMania again. The Judgment Day. You have Dirty Dom as the sole original member left of the group. And at one point, it was the running joke that Dirty Dom was the leader, and now here we are. He is the leader of his group.
We know the leader is.
Okay.
It's
All right, sure, okay, man.
But no, I know what you're saying. He is the top star. He is the AAA mega champion. And so, him having this title, and he's kind of leading the group now. Yeah. But, it leads into exactly what we were talking about the past couple of weeks. Finn Balor has been looking for a reason to bring the demon back. Yeah. He's slowly starting to come back to Balor Club, brings his old music back, and now, this is obviously setting up for a babyface turn for Finn.
Oh, let's go.
For next week, and you know what? We're about 5 weeks out from WrestleMania.
This is crazy,
it's not
by the way.
It's not like I'm counting or anything. But
countdown clock.
Having him come back, I feel the demon lurking in the shadows.
Yeah. We've seen this before. When you tick off Finn Balor, you know that his alter ego is just waiting to be brought back out. And we're going to get the demon for sure. It's been too long, and actually a good thing that they've been saving the demon for this moment. We've seen the demon since he fought Edge at Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania 39. So it's been some time here. I'm stoked for this. I think that the Balor...
Was that Purple Demon?
Was it Purple Demon?
I don't remember, but anyways, go on.
Purple Demon?
Purple Demon.
Purple Demon. So we haven't seen this character in a while, but I'm stoked as to what it could lead to. Maybe a Hell in a Cell versus Dom. He also mentioned, the true catapult here was him mentioning Rey Mysterio.
No, for sure. And it could be a tag match. It could be Finn and Rey versus JD and Dominic.
That's where I'm going with this.
But I like what you're saying, though. Yeah. The demon, facing the demon in Hell in a Cell would be a great moment, especially for WrestleMania, because they haven't done a Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania in a long time.
It's been a minute.
Ever since they've had the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view.
Yes.
Or PLE, I'm sorry.
Yeah, for sure.
But another thing that happened on Monday Night Raw this week, leading up to WrestleMania, was the Usos demanding CM Punk to say sorry because he talked about one of their cousin's daddies.
Run it back in that apology, CM Punk.
So the Usos came out. They're demanding an apology because, well, frankly, CM Punk talked smack on the bloodline, on Sika, Roman Reigns' father.
Yeah.
And they're demanding him to apologize. And the old wrestling trope, I'm sorry for letting you be Roman's young boys for too long. And they knocked him on his rear end.
Yes.
And that was that. And Jay and Punk have been pretty good friends as of late too. Yeah. So what do you think is going to happen here?
You know, CM Punk is stirring up a pot that I don't think that he'll be able to take bowls from. You're messing with the bloodline, and you're messing with their family legacy.
Yeah.
And you had the opportunity to draw it back, and instead he stood his ground and said more to it. I think that CM Punk is unknowingly setting up a reinforced bloodline. You have the Usos as tag champions. You have Roman going for the championship belt again. I feel like he is stoking the flames here. And
they have the World Tag Team titles, too.
The World Tag Team titles. This is a whole new worldly experience for the bloodline. But CM Punk, I think he's writing some checks that I don't think his can cash.
Yeah, well, you know what they say. When you mess with the bull, you get the horns.
Indeed.
Or I guess when you mess with the Brahma Bull's family, you could get the horns. So we'll see what happens at WrestleMania. That would be pretty cool, though. One thing that was also pretty cool on Monday Night Raw was Bayley winning the Women's Intercontinental Championship Gauntlet Contenders match.
Yeah.
That was a mouthful, sorry.
What he said.
But Bayley ran the gauntlet this week, earning her shot at AJ Lee next week. Just kind of weird, too, because Lyra Valkyria came out to kind of help Bayley in the end. But, now it's going to be Bayley versus AJ Lee, face versus face. I'm smelling something going on in the background here.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think that maybe we get a Lyra heel turn going into WrestleMania.
Okay.
Because why else would she come out and help Bayley to win this week if not to screw her next week?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm not opposed to a Lyra heel turn. I think her character can be refreshed. It's been on this repeat spin for the last year and some change. And frankly, I feel like she's always the one being the odd person out, being the one who gets screwed over by whoever her tag team partner is, whether it's the man Becky Lynch, Bayley, what have you. So I wouldn't be mad if Lyra, hey, I've learned from you vets, and now I'm taking things in my own hands and goes for this. But also, in the mist, the shadows, and the darkness lurking, you have the man Becky Lynch, who wants her rematch. You have Maxine Dupree, former champion. You have Natty. So all these names are still lurking. So I wouldn't be surprised if this gauntlet extends into a multi-person IC title match at WrestleMania. But next week, we got Bayley and AJ Lee. There will be some shenanigans for sure. That word, shenanigans, there you go. Next week for sure, but I don't think that AJ Lee's going to lose the title.
No, definitely
anytime
not.
soon.
Especially since last year, WrestleMania 41, it was supposed to be Lyra and Bayley in a tag team match, teaming up with each other, but who took Bayley's place? And that was Becky Lynch. So I expect Bayley and Becky to be working together somehow in WrestleMania. I don't know exactly how yet. That crystal ball hasn't really revealed itself. But I expect them to be doing something at WrestleMania together. And a fatal four-way for that Intercontinental title, would make sense.
I'm not mad at a Bayley and the man crazy tag team duo, just running the tag team division again.
Yeah. Definitely. Well, someone that's running their division again
for
the third time.
QB1.
SmackDown, Cody Rhodes has won the undisputed title for the third time since coming back. Well, I guess forever. Since forever.
Yes.
What do you think about this? Because online, a lot of people aren't really liking this move too much. On YouTube, I think it had one of the most
disliked videos of this year so far.
Exactly. Yeah. So that being said, is he ready? Should he be QB1?
Hey, Cody Rhodes is their guy.
Yeah.
He's the main one. We always have on the show have called it for weeks that there is no way that he was not going to WrestleMania as the champion.
Right.
It just is what it is, folks. That's the template here. But I am starting to sense some fatigue from the fans here. He's been in WWE, his return since 2023.
Something like that, yeah.
About playing this white bread face, good guy. After a while, it gets old. The bread gets a little stale, you know what I mean? And how many times can we have this opportunity of him going up against, his next big obstacle and conquering it, especially when Drew McIntyre had a pretty good legion of fans who wanted him to get his championship reign untainted this time.
It's crazy because you look at it, it's like Cody loses at Rumble, Cody loses Elimination Chamber. Cody's given a title shot. Cody goes to WrestleMania.
It's just like, it doesn't matter.
Okay. Look, Cody is my guy.
Yeah.
I love Cody. I love me some Finn Balor. I love both of them. They're my guys.
Yeah.
But you're right. He is getting white bread gets stale.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So it's getting a little long in the tooth. I do think there needs to be some adjustment to his character.
Yeah.
Maybe little nuances. I don't know if a full-fledged heel turn is right now, but like I want to see nuances over time. I want to see him turn a little bit more heelish, and we have a little bit.
Yeah.
But I want to see it kind of kicked off a little bit more, accelerated.
And there's this debate, like, will Cody turn heel at WrestleMania? Will we see the same thing last year? Now, our current good guy, QB1, going to the dark side. What's going to happen in this show? I don't see it being a clean finish.
Yeah.
Him and Orton. And I think it's more interesting that you look back at WrestleMania 40 when Cody won the belt, look at those in the ring, and pretty much 4 of those people he's had pretty, lengthy feuds or programs with since.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens, look at Orton, you look at John Cena, look at Sami Zayn coming and going. So the pool of sharks are there for Cody, and it's a matter of time to see how he survives the blood and the water.
The sharks are definitely swimming.
Yeah, for sure.
Coming up on the finish, all eyes on Joe Hendry as more contenders for the NXT Championship emerge from the shadows. What happened on this week's episode of NXT? Coming up next. Welcome back to the finish. Well, there's a lot that happened on Raw and SmackDown, but also a lot that happened on NXT this week because all eyes are on Joe Hendry now as, I think he's got 3 contenders.
Yeah.
Stacking up, we got Tony D'Angelo, we got Ricky Saints, and we got Ethan Page, which I'm fully expecting an Ethan Page face turn sometime soon.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's getting more interesting. For sure, the Joe Hendry title run, seeing some viable challengers popping up. I do not care for this Tony D'Angelo return. I'm kind of I don't get it. I'm over it. I'm not excited by it. Doesn't move me at all. The Ricky Saints, Ethan Page, their interactions.
Their dynamic, yeah.
Their dynamic is pretty, it reminds me of the dynamic that he had with Chelsea Green. That same kind of they're alike, but not. So I could also see an Ethan Page face turn coming as well, but I like the fact that they're finally pumping up the world title division with some actual legit possible matches here.
And one thing else they're pumping up on NXT
Yeah.
is this Birthright group. The second generation superstars led by Lexis King.
That's right.
Because this week, Tavion Heights, Charlie Dempsey took on Birthright.
Yeah.
And, Tavion Heights learned it's not a Horseman beatdown.
Yeah.
It was a Birthright beatdown, which was really weird because Dempsey got in there and had a full match with these guys.
Yeah.
And he was getting hit left and right. And he was offered to join the group beforehand.
Yeah.
And then he just turns on Tavion Heights 3/4 of the way through.
Yeah.
It was just weird to me. I don't know.
It reminded me, I'm showing my age here, it reminded me when Barry Windham turned on Lex Luger to join the Four Horsemen in 1988. It's similar, he got his butt kicked the entire match, and then he joins them.
But wasn't there a moment with Sting and Ric Flair too?
Yeah.
Rick tagged with Sting and Rick tagged, and Rick just turned around and started beating up on Sting.
Yeah, he's okay, here we go. But I'm not mad at this Birthright group. It reminds me of a new version of Legacy.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I love me some William Regal and Fit Finlay. It's
Yeah,
cool seeing them
those
back
two are
on
back
TV.
now.
That's pretty dope.
So I'm hoping to see them on TV weekly.
It feels like they will be, just have their presence and making Charlie make that abrupt turn. So I like Birthright. I think they're becoming, let's be honest, Dark State was the main stable they had right now. That was running rampant in that federation.
They're just a tag team now.
It's just a tag team.
Yeah.
We need some new, fresh heels here, a new, strong faction. So Birthright, I'm all for it. Let's go.
Which was weird too, because later in the night, Ren Sinclair has a match, and they introduced her as a member of the No Quarter Catch crew, which I'm like, wait.
That just disbanded.
So didn't that just disband?
Yeah.
I'm confused.
They're
Because
confused.
the No Quarter Catch crew just, I don't know anymore. Ren QCC, I guess, right?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
But next week on NXT, we got a lot. All the ladies are putting their titles on the line. It's ladies' night on NXT next week.
That's right.
Got a triple threat match for the NXT Women's title. Got Sol Ruka, Zarya, and JC Jane. Steel cage match for the NXT Women's North American title, Tatum Paxley versus Izzy Dane, which, they had a good back and forth this week.
Yeah.
I'm really liking Tatum Paxley. It was just kind of weird how they put the main title on her and then took it away, and now they gave her the secondary title.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Yeah.
And then Fallon Henley puts her speed title on the line against the one Ren Sinclair.
Stacked show.
So it's going to be a stacked show next week. But before we go to break, a quick update on WrestleMania weekend. Because we just got word that the new name has been added to Bloodsport 15, Josh Barnett's Bloodsport. New Japan Pro Wrestling legend Yuji Nagata, Blue Justice himself, will be big at Bloodsport. And yeah, that's a big get for the show. His opponent has not been named, but as of right now, I think, Pete Dunne is scheduled for the show. So, I mean, like, could we get a Yuji Nagata Pete Dunne match?
Yeah, bro.
Probably not, but just the thought of it happening is pretty cool. So, and then we're going to be there. We're not having a match.
Yeah, not yet.
So I don't want Josh Barnett to, like, you go ahead and book us for something because...
just fans. Sit and watch.
Fans, yeah. I'm just here to watch.
And speaking of watching, coming up, Oscars, what? We're handing out our finisher awards for the best we saw in 2025. Up next.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first annual Finisher Awards, celebrating the absolute best, the worst, and everything between from the past year in professional wrestling. All the winners chosen by an exclusive group of voters. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Finishers. This weekend is the Academy Awards, right? It's award season.
Yes.
And we wanted to take a moment to kind of look back at 2025 and give our own awards out. The finishers, if we will. So, Tor, I'm going to let you start this one off because we both have our picks for this one.
Yes.
This is the What Just Happened Award for 2025. What do you got to say about this?
It is my distinct honor to present the award for What Just Happened finisher to the return of Brock Lesnar. I mean, SummerSlam, I hope I did you justice, Paul Heyman. I'm a Heyman guy, if you can tell. Brock Lesnar's return at SummerSlam was mind-blowingly epic. I didn't see it coming. Most folks didn't see it coming. A few sleuths had found that he had returned on the active roster page, but still, him coming out in full flesh, attacking John Cena, making the biggest return statement of the year, is my pick for what just happened. Brock Lesnar, let's go. He's back.
When I think of 2025 and I think what just happened, I think of one moment, and it's one moment everyone was really like literally shocked by. It's John Cena tapping out to Gunther and smiling about the guy saying he's never going to give up, gives up. Yeah. I mean, in the smile on his face at Saturday night's main event when it happened, it sent the whole wrestling world into a buzz after it happened. Everyone was kind of losing their minds after I lost my mind a little bit. I don't even know if you found yours yet. But
where's my mind at?
It was one of those things that when I look back, I can't not acknowledge it, it being a part of 2025 because it was just one of those moments that left my jaw on the floor.
Yeah.
So, and we talk about
Picking
dropping.
Back up for you.
We talk about dropping, and there's also the next category, and this is the mic drop moment of the year. This award goes to the best quote from our interviews this past year. And there were some great nominees on this list. Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Mick Foley. But there was one person that really stuck out amongst the rest. And who was that, Tor?
I think it was his Lemon Peppa Steppas.
I don't have those.
Trick, I don't have them either. Trick Willie, Hollywood Trick Williams calling out Ricky Saints on a finish, wins our award for the finisher mic drop moment of the year.
We had this whole thing about, hey, who is the captain of NXT? And I told him so many words, hey, Trick Williams is the rightful captain of NXT. You just got here, play your role, young man. I know you've been in the business longer than me, but here at NXT, I'm the vet, you're the young man. So if you put in your dues, do what you're supposed to do. One day, maybe you can be captain next year. But no, he didn't want my help. He didn't want to listen to me. So I showed him, you want to be captain? This is what it takes to be captain. And I walked out on him.
It was really cool sitting down to talk with him, too, because I mean, before he proposed to Lash Legend, me getting wedding advice.
Yeah.
You know, him telling me it's okay to walk down to the aisle to his theme song. He didn't tell me to put on my lemon pepper steppers. I'm a little bummed that he didn't because that, you know, that's key right there.
Yeah, come on, Trick.
So, but it was really cool. Him on the show calling out Ricky Saints, calling him, you know, a wannabe Trick Williams.
Yeah. Oh, he was in full Trick during the interview, like full on Hollywood Trick Willie. Like, if you haven't seen the interview, please watch it on our channel. It's one for the ages.
Congratulations, Trick, on winning your first finisher.
There you go, sir.
Next up, our next category, Match of the Year. There were so many great matches that happened this year, too.
Absolutely, man.
And I was trying to run through them, at least a lot of them, before we came down here to record. But when I did, there was one that really stuck out to me. And maybe it's because of the whole division right now in this last year. That women's division in WWE has stuck out, you know, like in a great way.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to say like a sore thumb, but it's shining amongst the rest.
Shining light. Yeah.
And one match at WrestleMania 41, Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky for that World Women's Championship.
Let's go.
I mean, they really put on a clinic of a triple threat match. So many great spots they had. And Io Sky coming out on top was by far the best moment.
Yeah.
And rewatching it, there were some moments of a heel Bianca in that match.
Oh, yeah.
You know, her lashing out at Io and Rhea. I don't know. If she didn't get hurt, I think we would have been seeing full-on heel Bianca by this point.
Totally. Dude, that's a great pick. Definitely my takeaway is the only match I really remember from the whole WrestleMania weekend was that match that just blew my mind to pieces. And speaking of pieces, this next award goes to the Faction of the Year.
So many great factions this year.
So many great factions we've seen, but this one for me rose above the rest.
The Oddities. No.
Next year.
Okay.
This year's winner is Dark State. No, I'm joking around. Wait for it. Judgment Day. Judgment Day, you are the real winners of the Faction of the Year. I mean, you think about just dominance. These guys were the most entertaining, the most World Tag Team Championship winning factions we've had in the last year.
Yeah.
Their reigns for the men and women's tag team championships were stellar. And I think that they really had the rest of the world a buzz. Every week they ran Raw. Judgment Day, you are the faction that we salute.
It's crazy too how long they've been around too. I think it's been like 2 or 3 years now.
Yeah.
And like if you look and compare it to the 90s, like NWO's run at their prime was not this long. It was like a year, maybe less.
Yeah, totally.
So like seeing them have this longevity and be entertaining and popular at the same time. It's not just some random group.
Yeah.
These guys, even you look at Raquel, massively popular amongst a certain group. Like I love Raquel now.
Yeah, totally.
Way better than her gimmick when she just like showed off her shoulders.
Backed.
Yeah.
Like, okay, cool.
I was like, cool, you have shoulder muscles.
It's like, good for you.
That's great. I don't.
Yeah.
But the fact that they're doing it and they're still doing it, well, I guess we'll see now in 2026 if they hold on to this title for next year's finishers.
Yeah.
But we shall see.
That finish for next year, team.
So the next category, Breakout Star of the Year. And there's really a lot of people on this list, but at the same time, not really. Because there's like one dude, it's Obafemi.
Yeah.
He's just really took 2025 and ran with it.
Yes,
like
he
you
did.
can say Trick Williams,
Yeah.
you can say Ilya Dragunov, sure. But Obafemi, look at how popular he is now.
Yeah.
And he didn't have a long time on this main roster. It's only been a couple of months. He gained all that popularity in NXT.
Yeah.
And that strut he does, like how many clips online have you seen of just like, the one I love is like somebody's grandmother walking into the room just like.
I saw that one. That's so good.
Yeah. And the fact
so
that she loved
good.
Obafemi, I'm sure that grandma could agree with me.
Yeah.
Obafemi is the breakout star of the year for 2025 for the finishers.
Well deserved. My next award I'm handing out is for Tag Team of the Year. And I feel like this tag team has been kind of forgotten about.
Okay.
But last year, they had one of the more phenomenal runs as tag team champions in a reign that lasted in their second reign over 203 days. I'm talking about Fraxium, Nathan Frazier, Axiom. These guys were human highlight reels
Yeah, definitely.
for months last year. They had I want to say a match of the year candidate with the Hardy Boys on NXT special last year. But Fraxium, we have not forgotten. You know, they're still on SmackDown, but I think their peak was 2025.
Definitely. And I mean, they have gone a long way, and they're starting to show shades of heelness.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit. So at least they're evolving their character, and maybe they could win the new award next, maybe Heel of the Year next year, or something like that. I don't know.
I mean, speaking of strong heels, Kor, my next award, I may get some backlash for this, folks, but hear me out. For my male wrestler of the year,
who's that?
I have to give it to the WWE's most reliable workhorse, and that is Gunther.
Yeah? Okay.
Gunther has put on some clinics last year. It's been the one they go to for the big duty matches. I'm talking about retiring Goldberg, retiring Cena. His match with CM Punk was amazing. His match with Jey Uso, WrestleMania, the rematch on Raw was a banger, but he is the guy they go to make those wrestling matches happen. He is their optimal wrestler. He is not a sports entertainer, folks. He is Gunther, and he is my pick for male wrestler of the year. Well deserved.
No, definitely. He has had a great year, and he's gone a long way this year. You know, with that, he lost the world title at the beginning, and you know, was it retiring John Cena and Goldberg in the same year?
But so much so that you even forgot he lost the title. It's
Exactly.
such a hot dominance last year. Like, oh yeah, he was a champion at one point. That's right. Yeah.
Definitely. So my final award to give out tonight is Female Wrestler of the Year, because there's a lot of people for all these categories, but you know, when I'm looking at this, there's one person that was like in every women's main event scene, you know, whether it was a tag titles, whether it was the women's world title, whether it was no title at all.
Yeah.
She really shined amongst the rest, and that's Io Sky. Yeah, Io Sky is by far the most popular. I think she's more popular than Rhea Ripley.
I think so. Yeah, that's debatable for sure.
It really is, because I think there's a lot of people who love Rhea Ripley just off the aesthetics.
Yeah.
And I get it. She looks cool.
Yeah.
But you talk to wrestling fans, like really hardcore wrestling fans, they're going to tell you Io Sky is their favorite women's wrestler in WWE.
Yes.
And the fact that she's been involved in so many storylines this past year, and she hasn't dropped the ball at all. She's been doing great everything she's been put in.
Dude, you said with Rhea Ripley, her match with Stephanie Vaquer, like she's been like the consistent go-to female dominant wrestler of the year. I totally support that pick.
Yeah. So that does it, I think, for the finishers. And for the finish, I am Corey Smith.
And I'm Tor Smith.
We'll see you next time. Take care.
Rock on.